Being authentic is the only way to succeed in life. In this session, I'll be talking about how being authentic is so important that it will help you so much to go through your life with the least of thinking and micro decision making as humanly possible. I'm pretty sure you have seen so many people, whether in real life, whether in social media, whatever, and especially when it comes to social media or let's say successful entrepreneurs, in real life, in meetings, you find them doing all these things that you say, how could they actually be able to perform this without having some sort of imposter ideas or imposter syndrome, or they think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. And I think when you realize that it's actually authentic is that they do it again and again for an extended period of time. Now, being authentic is one of the biggest secrets to life, because if you're not authentic in anything, you couldn't actually do it for a very long time. And this session, I'll be explaining what authentic actually means. I'll be explaining authenticism and the importance of it from way too many different actors and specific entrepreneurs and talkers and books. All of them, I'm going to give you so many definitions to being authentic and how does it actually help. And also, which I think is the most important, is first-hand experience. Me being authentic. How did it help me? How did it help me succeed? Did it help me? The stories where I got fucked because I was or I wasn't authentic, and the stories where I succeeded because I was authentic. Now, being authentic is a little bit of a tricky one, especially if you live in a conservative city or conservative parent or household, whatever. You're actually taught from a very young age to actually not be yourself and to be a certain way. You have to act a certain way, talk a certain way, walk a certain way, blah, 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 long story. Okay? And maybe you are actually being told to not do certain things that you would actually normally do. If you were by yourself or it was, let's say, your world and under your control, probably would do certain things. So those things that you would do if you are alone or you are the controller or whatever of the world, if you do them in your daily life, that's being authentic. Does that make sense? If you don't, being unauthentic, which is usually what conservative city, conservative household, demanding or commanding parents, household, whatever, always command from you. Now, one of the easiest for me, because I said, okay, authentic, blah, 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 bullshit. I can be anything and say I'm authentic. Let's be honest, I can dance right now and say I'm authentic because I'm dancing. It's me who is dancing, right? I can walk. I can go outside right now and walk backward and say I'm authentic, I'm different. No, which is why we have to understand what being authentic is. And not only from a theoretical standpoint, because you can see a lot of definition, including the one that I give you, which is with yourself and with people. Most importantly, let's talk about operational. Because once you want to be authentic, it's hard to say, brother, you could do anything when you're alone, genuinely. And you could do anything if you're with people. It doesn't really matter. It's not that clear. It's bullshit. Fuck that shit. Here's how you know. A lot of the times, being authentic is being authentic to your true self. Your true self can only be found when you were young. So you ask yourself, what did I want when I was young? And I'm not talking, oh, I want to be an engineer, so I have to go an engineer. No, it doesn't have to be like that. But you could think as an engineer. You can be an engineer even in your own way. Because engineering, it's not a profile, it's not a job. It's a lifestyle, it's a way of thinking. There is different personalities of people. There is engineers, there's operationals, there's artists, whatever. And engineers are the ones who design, the ones who make the strategies. Operationals are the ones who don't care really, they just get the job done. And also we have the artists, which they are creative and stuff. And also you say, oh, what did I want when I was young? Oh, I actually wanted to go to the woods and live in the wildlife, whatever. So if you're going to do that now, you're going to feel the most authentic. When I was young, I usually used to act a certain, I used to love swimming. Now, accepting myself that I love swimming, I do love swimming, and I did love swimming when I was young, I'm authentic. And you can go through the list, a very long list, I'm telling you, right? And the closer you feel to yourself, and look, there is no better feeling than feeling authentic. You know what? Me making this video, I'm being fucking authentic, the most authentic I've ever been in my entire life. And that's how it's easy for me to actually keep going. Why? Because when I was 8 years old, I was filming videos. I mean, at the time I had a Nokia or an iPad, didn't even knew that knew YouTube, what it was YouTube is, right? So, I mean, I grew up and I lived and I still live in Morocco now. And I grew up and was born in Morocco. It's not the United States. It's not that advanced that everything that came up, especially at the time when you're 8 years old, you're like, oh, it's YouTube now and I can make YouTube videos. No, I had a fucking Nokia. I was just exploring what Nokia does. And I found out it has a camera, so it was a vlogging in the fucking roller coaster in my neighborhood. I remember I was 8, 10 maximum, not more than that, 8, 10. And I remember my mother took me to the roller coaster, just me and her. Enjoyable moment, I love her. My mother is dead now. But anyway, she took me to the roller coaster and I was having the time of my life. And it was actually, I remember I was bald. One guy was next to me was bald as well. And I remember I was vlogging with my Nokia, man. I didn't know what vlogging is. But I was getting my Nokia like this. And it was like, woo-hoo. Whatever, I don't know if I talked or not. But I was vlogging, got the point. I was 8 years old. When I got my first iPad, or still with my Nokia, I'm pretty sure my first iPad, I didn't actually upload it to the internet, but I was actually making videos teaching how to box. Genuinely. I've made a bag, handmade, DIY. I put it up with a rope, start punching. Look guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to show you how to actually fight. How to punch. First thing, jab, left jab, hook, uppercut, blah blah blah, boom, da da da. Here's a combination that you can use, blah blah blah. I never trained in my entire fucking life. I learned that by myself or saw it on YouTube and filmed it. Obviously, I didn't actually upload it. I did film even more. One time, I saw the guys actually have sandbags. I've made a sandbag alone. Made a video about it. Hey guys, I just made a sandbag. I fucking made that shit in my own hands. Hey, we're gonna fight, boom, blah, blah, blah. And then, I saw people actually have this like human format. It's not a bag, but it's almost like a toy that you can punch, especially for karate or taekwondo. I've made one. I had a shirt I didn't use, put some a pillow inside of it, some bullshit I just found, a bowl, whatever, to make the face, and it said, hello guys, today I'm gonna teach you how to fight. Here's a good example of me. I have this toy that it's actually representative and symbolize humans, and let's say how to actually fight. Jab, jab, hook, uppercut, right? That was me. I was 8 years old. Now I'm doing the same fucking thing. I'm 22 now. 14 years later. I'm doing the same thing. I'm filming a video. I'm not showing you how to box. I'm showing you how to box fucking business and life and how to make money. At least how I do it. And that's how I did it back then. I showed you how I fucking fought. Now, that's how being authentic is. Being authentic is a lot of the times you don't look outwards, which is the entire point. You look inwards. Now, I'm going to get to the part that is a little bit cheeky. Some of you will like it, some of you not. Luke Belmar, like him or not, I remember he talked about being authentic in actually one of his podcasts. And he said, I don't know if it was a research that they did to water or vibration, but it has something to do with vibration and probably water. Probably like the vibration of the water, because it's the easiest way to actually count or look at the vibration, or the vibration of the brain. Anyway, it's vibration, okay? And he actually, I'm pretty sure it's the brain. I know this research actually, not even from Bill Maher. Okay, it's good. Good that I know that. So Luke Belmar actually famously talked about the vibrations of the brain on different feelings, different things in life, different, whatever it is. And they have actually tried so many different things like love and hatred and envy and whatever, all the emotions you can think of, and authenticism. And we found out that the highest vibration of the brain was with authenticism. Your brain works the best, the highest frequency fucking vibration. And because I talked about vibration and frequency and energy, whatever, I have to talk also about the book Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich actually talks about being authentic, I'm pretty sure. In one of the chapters, he actually talks about being authentic, if not being mistaken. So I don't want to tell you something that it's not actually written in the book. I have it right here over my shelf, and I read it almost every day. But the point is, being authentic actually helps you a lot, because it will help you first and foremost to actually be yourself and to say fuck people. I mean, that's who I am. a lot of the times, including my group, let's say my thesis, my college groups, my colleagues, they say, why are you talking a certain way? Why don't you respond to us a certain way, a certain time? Why do you talk this professional? Why do you talk like this? And I never respond because I know that's who I am. And I'm not talking like you because I don't want to be like you and I don't want what you want. I want to be someone, I want to achieve something, I want to have some goals or whatever aspirations and vision boards that I have. It's not yours. So I have to do a certain way, be a certain way, act like a certain way to get what I want. Amazing. Which is obviously the difference also between theology and etiology. Etiology, you say, I'm this way because you say I'm this way because of what happened to me. How I've been actually my bad. I've been actually my parent left me when I was young, so I'm now this person. Theology is, or teleology is, I want to be this person, and that's why I have to act a certain way. This is way bad, by the way. Now, okay, cool. Now, I think I've just laid out the basics. I've laid out the first foundation. We understand now what authenticism is. We understand some bullshit about it, some fragmented ideas. Now, let's talk about my real life, my adult life. Now, we're not talking about me being a kid. Let's talk about adult life and how authenticism help. So, I've talked about the videos, and it only makes sense to also talk about videos that I wasn't authentic in. In 2021, and also at the beginning of 2022, but really just the first month or the first 2 weeks, so we're talking 2021, especially the last two trimesters, the last semester, which is the last 6 months of 2021, I actually was making videos that was the most performative videos of my entire life, and obviously that was with my Moroccan content, my Moroccan Arabic channel. At that time, the videos were not purely me. They were not authentic. They were not authentically me. I was shaping myself, shaping my personality in a way that actually the audience likes it. The audience, what does the audience want? Oh, he wants a person that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the content has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. In order for me to do that, I have to be a certain way. No big deal, right? But that wasn't authentic. So I was almost always feeling or genuinely having a direct opposite force that pulls me backward, that pulls me back, that pulls me down from whatever I want or what I was doing at the time. I mean, even how I look was different. So for me, naturally, I'll give you one example that I'm ashamed of, but it's true, so I don't care. I have somewhat of a unibrow. I've talked about this before a couple of times. I actually went to a psychologist because of it, for fuck's sake. I have a little bit of a unibrow, okay? And I was a little bit insecure about it. Why? Because in my videos and my fucking thumbnails, always my unibrow was bigger than my fucking forehead. For fuck's sake. I don't even have that big of a unibrow. It's just slight unibrow, a light one, okay? And I said, oh, it's a butterfly. Okay. Butterfly. Cool, the butterfly effect. Okay, that was beautiful. So I had a little bit of a light, the butterfly is beautiful, man. So I had a little bit of a light unibrow. And me, I was doing some sort of market product fit. Got the point? So I was looking at what actually works in social media. And I found out that all the people who succeed, they look fucking perfect. Perfect eyebrows. I mean, hair was easy for me. I'll brush my hair, whatever. Your face, whatever, clean it. I mean, fuck's sake. You don't even need to change anything. But for my eyebrows, everybody had perfect eyebrows. And they said, holy fuck. I have to not make my eyebrows, but just delete the middle part, which is obviously just so you don't can say something. It's not against the religion, it's not against social standards, whatever. And it's masculine, it's everything. So I did that. But it wasn't authentic to who I am. I mean, at the time, for 18 years, I had somewhat of a unibrow. right? And also I deleted my mustache, I was shaving and da 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 da, because I apparently hair was affecting a little bit of my facial expression. Some bullshit, I don't know what I was even thinking. But it was looked at the biggest creators and I found out that they don't have fucking facial hair, so let's just fuck it up. That's what I'm saying, not authentic at all. And it worked, actually, I was getting a lot of views, but couldn't continue, which is why it is important to be authentic. If I'm authentic like I am to you right now, this is my room. This is my clothing, my lighting, my fucking decorations. Even the decoration, that's what I want. The hair, I do it. I mean, I even have better decoration there. I have a shelf and a book and my middle and the YouTube play button. I'm not even showing it in the frame. I'm being authentic of who I am, just like you are sitting with me. And even with colleagues or whatever, I am authentic. For good or for bad, right? And that's who your authentic is. I am bad in some things and I'm good in some things. And that's how beautiful it is. That's how beautiful life is. But I'm not here romanticizing anything, so just let's be honest. I'll give you actually another story that I think is extremely important as well, which is with people, which I think is the most important thing of being authentic. At the beginning of being authentic, it's hard. It's really hard. I mean, at least it was for me. The reason behind it is that I remember, as an example, when my mother got ill and I had to do a lot of the things that I didn't want to do at the time. But it was authentic to me because obviously I love my mother and I will die for her. I'll kill her for her any day of the week. And she was actually ill, so I had to do a lot of the things to actually be with her and help her and protect her. And obviously that's the least I can fucking do. And you know, a lot of the times it was just me, it was me being authentic. And this is emotionally heavy for me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but it shows the idea, which is why I've chosen it. I remember in one certain period, I actually was with my mother in a hospital and I was sitting or sleeping on a chair, a wooden chair or a normal chair, almost like a sofa, but not really a sofa. It's a hard sofa, it was like a small one. And I was sleeping there, obviously in the winter, but I had to be with my mother. Because if my mother is suffering, I mean, fuck. What are you talking about? I'm sleeping, bro. Fuck off. And they believe that there's no light without darkness and you have to go through hell to get to further light. That's just what it is. And while I was there, a lot of people actually from my family, you know, used to come to me and talk like, you shouldn't actually do that, and it's, you know, it's cold, and go to your house and sleep and we'll stay with your mother, this and that. But I just knew I couldn't do that because that's my mother. My mother have done so many things for me. I will die for her. I will kill her for her. And I truly mean it. Right? I don't care if I fucking sit in a wooden chair. You know what she has done, bruv? She's my own fucking mother. She's the only thing that matters for me in this world, and I truly fucking mean it. I'll definitely kill for her and I'll definitely die for her any day of the fucking week. So me sleeping on a wooden chair is not really that big of a deal for me. Me sleeping on the floor, it's not really that big of a deal for me. Me sleeping standing, not big of a deal for me. Me staying with her for 19 days, 21 days in the hospital, showering in the hospital, not coming back home, that's not big of a deal for me. Me genuinely preferring death than the life I lived at the moment is not big of a deal for me. Why? Because that's who I am. That's who I fucking am. That's my fucking mother. That's my mother. Right? And she died in my hand. And actually, you know how important that is? You know how... Anyway, being authentic, as I said, let's wrap this up a little bit real quick. So being authentic, as I said, is the most important power in your life. Be authentic in whatever it is. And being authentic a lot of the times is also asking for certain things. With girls, you ask them a certain way, certain things. You like certain people, you don't like certain people. You have standards, you know, that you live to them, obviously. You just are yourself. I mean, even for me, I read books every day. A lot of people actually criticize me for that. I mean, my colleague and who is with me with the thesis project, he actually always says you actually shouldn't read books a lot because it fucks with your mind and brain, and actually, whatever he says is you should actually rely on first-hand experience, whatever. And, but also, fuck you. Also, that's how I say it to him. Why? Because that's who I fucking am. That's the best version of myself. And when I did the analysis for my life for the past fucking 5-6 years, I found out that the best version of myself reads books every single day. So you better believe that I'm gonna read a book every fucking single day. And that's one of the reasons why I always write on my Twitter, my ex account, I always say, I'm the man I say I am, each fragment of a second, all day long, every single day for eternity and beyond. I'm the man I say I am, each fragment of a second, all day long, each and every single day for eternity and beyond. I'm the man I say I am, each fragment of a second, every second of the day, all day long, every single day for eternity and beyond. And with this being said, now you understand authenticity from first-hand experience, from the books and the entrepreneurs that actually talk about it, and most importantly, from first-hand experiences, my experiences when I got fucked because I wasn't authentic, and also the stories where I actually succeeded because I was authentic. Subscribe.